All right, Mr. Harmless here, and we're going to take a look at example 6 on the Algebra 1 Unit 2 review. It says graph the inequality. We have two different problems here, and we'll do one at a time. Excuse me. So we're going to graph this inequality. Now, to graph the inequality, you're basically going to do the same thing you do as if you were graphing a line. So you could look back a couple of examples and look at the one where it said steps to graph the line. And that's where we had to put this in slope-intercept form. So we're going to do exactly that right now. And we're going to do that by, first of all, we're going to get rid of this negative 5x. Now, since it's a negative 5x, that means I'm going to add 5x to both sides of this equation, or I'm sorry, this inequality. So if I add 5x to both sides, okay, on the left side I have 3y, and the right side, now I'm going to do the same thing I did a couple examples ago. If you need to, you can go back and rewatch that. I'm going to put the 5x first, and the minus 6 I'm going to put second, because I'm trying to get this to look like slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. That way I can just look at these numbers and know what is my y-intercept and what is my slope. Now, this is almost right. The y needs to be by itself, so I need to get rid of this 3. I'm going to do that dividing everything by 3. The 3's cancel over here, giving us this y by itself, which is what I was going for. Right here, 5 doesn't divide by 3 evenly, so we're going to write 5/3. Negative 6 does divide by 3 evenly. It's a negative 2. So now this equation crosses, that means it's going to cross the y-axis at negative 2. So I'm going to go down here to negative 2 and put a dot. That's where this line is going to cross, the edge of this inequality. The slope is 5/3. And remember, slope is rise over run. Okay, now if I'm talking too fast, feel free to pause, rewind the video, listen to me again. Slope is rise over run, which means I'm going to go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to take a run of 3. 1, 2, 3. And now we have where our line is going to go. Now, if it's a less than sign or if it's a greater than sign, it will be a dashed line. So I need to put a dashed line in here. Okay. And then I need to pick a side to shade. Okay. Now we're going to shade the side since it's less than. That usually means you're going to shade below the line. And I believe that's always true. I was always taught to pick a test point just to see which side you're supposed to shade. But we don't have to do that. We'll just shade the bottom side here. And so we're going to go shade, since it's less than. There we go. Okay. If you have any other questions, let me know.